Alright, we won the die roll. We've got an interesting hand. If we find an island, I don't mind this hand too much. And we do have a Painful Truths if we have nothing else to do. I don't think I would keep this on the draw, but on the play I think it's worth speculating. Opponent mulled to 6. I want to see what they did with their scry. Put it on the bottom. Urborg. Right, not a great draw. Hopefully Urborg means that they're on a slightly slower strategy, because this is a hand that definitely wants time to develop. If we can draw an island though, I'd be very happy. Uh-oh, Ancient Tomb. Okay. Slightly annoying, but not a big deal, because my hand is mostly resilient to that. It's only annoying if he takes the Painful Truths and then we aren't able to hit lands in the next couple draw steps. But like, he might be incentivized to just take this Dak Phaeton, because if I do happen to rip an island, it's so bad for him. Yep, that's what he does. So this works out fine. Well, that's interesting. I could just play a Painful Truths for 2, and then play the Fumarole later. But this guarantees that I have blue mana available next turn. I think I would just want to use my mana efficiently here. I'm going to cast the Painful Truth for 2. Alright, find some more blue cards, unfortunately. Sword's pretty good. Relevant Sword too. Well, that's not good news. This hand did not develop very well. I might actually concede to this. I won't. He's going to get to see a bunch of my deck, but I can still definitely win this. He hasn't really done much. It's just going to be real hard from here. Ugh. Alright, now I think I'm going to concede. I don't see a way out of this. Just a really awkward game. Don't really see the need to change much, though. Phyrexian Invoker named Sword. I'm not really that worried about anything he showed me. Just need to draw a little better. Alright, this hand is much better. Let's go ahead and ponder. Alright, I like those cards. Let's draw the Sower this turn and then leave Jace on top, I guess. Shuffle, no. So we cast something, we can mana drain and then run out Jace, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think that's worth doing. Just keep him off balance. Add 2 mana. Cast Jace. Minus. It's pretty good. Probably just going to take the pile of 2. Play a tap land. Okay. Guess I'll just plus again and pass. We can repeal if you play something we can repeal. Brain Maggot. It's fine. I need to read how Brain Maggot works. Reveals hand, exile until it leaves the battlefield. So he gets to see our hand. I might just want to let him tuck the repeal away though. I know he's not going to be able to recast it. I might as well. I'm going to let him keep the Brain Maggot around. He can put the repeal under it. We can get rid of it at a later date, get my repeal back. Because otherwise he'd just get to replay the Brain Maggot next turn and take something else. Okay. Could have a counterspell here. I'm still going to play Tamiyo though. If it's Mana Leak, I can play around that next turn by playing Dack Fayden. Alright, that resolves, so I think I'm just going to plus on Brain Maggot minus the Jace. Alright. Just take the pile of 2. Still pretty firmly ahead here. Batterskull's fine. So I can take the Batterskull, but I think he still gets to keep the Germ, interestingly. How does Batterskull, how is it worded? So I can't take it and then use the 3 to put it in my hand. It would go back to his hand, unfortunately. What to do? Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Definitely plussing Jace. Let's play a land. I can cast Sower, take the Germ token, and then tap down the Brain Maggot so he can't equip over. The following turn I could Dack Fayden, take control of the Batterskull. It's not bad. Take the Germ. Tap down the Brain Maggot. Gonna have quite enough mana to play Dack Fayden and activate Batterskull to move it before he gets the opportunity to bounce it. Pretty good. He's got a lot of cards in hand. We just have to try to lock this game up before he's able to claw back into it. Tamiyo's going to take a while to get to ultimate. That would be a nice way to win. Definitely an opportunity where Nicol Bolas would come in handy. But I think we can find our way to a victory eventually. Not bad. I think I'm just going to cash in the Jace now. I'll just take that Baleful Strix. So first things first, let's cast Dack. I'm going to take the Batterskull. Well, he's tapped low enough that he can't return it. So now he's not going to be able to activate that ability. That's my understanding. Let's cast Baleful Strix. If I find a counterspell, I might just hold that up instead of play Jace. But here I'm just going to play Jace. Hit Jace. Keep that tapped down. I guess I didn't need to do that because now he won't be able to equip Batterskull to it, but we'll attack anyway. We should be pretty good to go here. Next turn we can just Zealous Conscripts to finish the job off, most likely. He's gonna need like a Cyclonic Rift or something to even have a prayer. Alright, that's not bad. Strong card. Sure. Alright, time to do some math. Alright. Let's start by looting. We'll just pitch a couple cards. Let's pitch the Fumarole and Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's loot Jace also. Dismember's not bad. That might actually get us there. Okay, he's just going to concede. I think that we could have put together a lethal attack there somehow with the conscripts plus the Batterskull. Still haven't seen too much that I'd need to change my sideboarding at all. Just the Nicol Bolas I could consider. What would I cut? Could cut Repeal. Could cut one of my slow do-nothing cards, but all my cheap cards are just so good. I don't know if I'd want to cut anything. Painful Truth is still good in this matchup. Could cut Dismember. I haven't really seen any value targets yet. Haven't really needed the spot removal in any scenario. I guess it unlocks like a Brain Maggot or Mesmeric Fiend, but he hasn't shown me any like good creatures that I need to kill with it. And if he has something like a Titan, this wouldn't be able to hit it anyway. Could consider him to Turok, but I think, let's see, I can Revoke her also. I think I'm just going to stick with what I have here though. Okay. Hopefully find some islands. His hand might be awkward if he has a Fiend or some other cheap threat that we can't counter before it comes down. Good chance I just use the Explore mode on Time Walk too. Alright, Mana Leak wasn't bad. Ancient Tomb. Cloud's Gate. Okay, that's manageable. Alright, Island is good. So I can hold off on the Time Walk. No plays. Oh, interesting. Let's just use Mana Leak. Maybe I just let it resolve. Because I kind of need to not let a Jace resolve next turn. I can Soar of Temptation that later. click is actually pretty good here. What to do? If he plays a Jace and I'm not able to counter it, it's kind of game over. I guess I can attack it with Tar Pit, so it's not the end of the world. So you know what? Let's go ahead and use a counter spell. I think I'll just use Mana Leak. That's fine. Play a land. Cross our fingers, it's not a Jace. Well, it's not the worst Jace he could have played. Still pretty bad for me though. Oh, he's minusing. That's interesting. Alright, let's put the Tamiyo alone. Still not in love with how this game's going. Let's fire up the Tar Pit and kill off that Jace. Cloudskate's going to come down. There's kind of a turn off tempo at every step of the way here. And we're actually not going to have double blue next turn. Probably just going to have to use Time Walk. This game's not totally out of reach. It was not the worst thing he could have done that turn for sure. Yeah, I think I'm just going to spend my Time Walk here. I need to recoup some tempo, try to develop my board more. Spell Pierce. That's pretty rude. I thought that was going to be a sword, and I would probably have to just scoop this game up. Still behind though. This is so rude. We're just getting tempoed out now. That was not the card we wanted to see. There's actually not much we can do here. Let's see, I can play a land and repeal something. I can repeal a snake right now. That's actually not going to do much because he's just going to get another one. Ugh, this is frustrating. I wish I could target that Cloudskate, but I actually can't. Like, all I need to do is throw anything at it and it'll die. But repeal can't actually target it. I have to pay 6 mana in order to actually put it on the stack. I can play land and I can repeal. I can play untap land and repeal the Ophiomancer, but then I don't have guaranteed double blue next turn. So let's see, if I play Tar Pit, I get hit for 7, down to 6. Then if my Sower dies, it's basically game over. So I think I have to play untap land, cross my fingers to find some kind of interaction, or an untapped blue source. Man, this hand was so good too. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know if I was supposed to let that click resolve or... He did not shuffle. That's bad news. It's Merrick Fiend. That's kind of rude. We're going to have to repeal that Ophiomancer now. He's just going to get to replay it though. Did find a blue source. Now he gets to take my Sower. We don't have a board wipe or anything, so we're actually in a lot of trouble now. was supposed to just repeal the Fiend, but then he just gets to replay it, so... Just supposed to not use the repeal? I don't know. No, we are exactly dead on board and we have no interaction. Oh, he didn't replay it though. Huh, Mana Vault, huh? It still puts me 1 mana short of casting this Nicol Bolas, sadly. Let's play Mana Vault. So we're going down to 2. We have to draw a way to not die to the board. Not sure how that's going to work. He does nothing. Smart. And we're just dead. We actually have no way to stop what's happening. Even Nicol Bolas isn't good enough to save me. Alright, we lost fair and square. Not much to be said about that. I feel like I maybe made some critical errors. The game kind of played out exactly how I thought it would, and yet I still found a way to fall into the traps, so maybe I'm just really bad. But I don't know, opponent played well. Deck performed very well against an otherwise excellent hand from us. It's just a very unfortunate sequence of events. So let's just try again.